Clayton Kershaw says that he plans to return next year. He was doing an interview with Big Papi, was Bigness, and Papi came right out and said, "How you feeling mentally?" Like, which I thought was a great question. And Clayton said, "Hey man, I feel great." And then he started just rolling. He's like, "Everything feels great. Everything feels great." He says he's going to come back next year, and the quote was, he wants to make use of the surgery. Speaking of his 2023 shoulder surgery, which seems to have not been a problem, seems to have gone really well. We all know he's out for foot stuff this year. That has been the problem. Brad, is this wise for him or the team or anybody?
I think it is. I think it makes sense. Like you said, make use of the surgery. If you're gonna have surgery, what's the point? Like, why not come back? Why not give it another try? So I think he's heading in the right direction. I think obviously his head is in the right place. Like, if he says that he feels really great and he's being honest about it, and like you said, it's not the shoulder that's bothering him; it's his foot.
Exactly. Yep.
So I think it's great. Good for him.
Yeah, I think if he can come back and even contribute at all, right? Even if it's just half a season, then I think that'll be great. I don't want to jinx it or anything. I'm not trying to say he's only going to get half a season out of it. What I'm trying to say, though, if the Dodgers do not advance to the World Series this year, and if, say, they don't win or whatever, then I think they're going to be in big trouble. And I think they're going to be in rebuild mode. And then I start to wonder where Clayton Kershaw might fit into whatever arranging and rearranging they're going to need to do.
I would not be surprised if it was one of those things where they're like, let's just move you to the bullpen and we'll have you. And I don't know, you can use him in high leverage situations just because he is who he is. But at the same time, though, like if he comes out of spring training and he's killing it, he has a great spring, physically, mentally, his stuff is there, like, then yeah, have him start. But if it seems like he's running out of gas early, just because he's a little bit older, right? He's not like Justin Verlander, Max Scherzer age, but he's mid 30s, right?
But his body is, though.
Because he's put a ton of innings on that body.
That's what I mean.
Is the thing.
It doesn't matter how actually old he is. He's got the performance. He's got that many hours on the engine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're right. But my thing is that, like, there are guys who obviously can go 6-7 innings at that age. But if it seems like he's starting to slow down because maybe that shoulder feels fine, but the endurance is not there, it starts to fatigue a little bit earlier, then you move him to the bullpen. I don't think it's a bad move either.
Yeah.
Because you have a guy who can give you 2 to 3 innings if you need it.
Yeah. I think he's a terrific middle relief option. But I think you're right. I think move him to a starting position if you're able, if you can justify it early in the season. Mm-hmm. I think it's great. This is a guy who is headed toward all of the legendary storytelling of baseball. Like, I don't know if he's going to the Hall of Fame yet. I've got to dig a little deeper to see. But I will say that they're going to be telling stories about Clayton Kershaw for a very long time in Dodger homes and there will be other places too.
His legend will be told in saga and song, Brig. But
nailed it.
I think he is,
honestly. George R. R. Martin.
I think he's a Hall of Famer. I really do.
You do? Yeah.
A guy with 3 Cy Youngs and an MVP.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can hold his postseason stuff against him, especially with what he went through against the Astros and the Red Sox.
Yeah.
So
those are good caveats to have brought up. I think like if you sat me down and said yes or no right now, I would say yes. But again, I still haven't looked. I would like to look deeper and be more deliberate about that statement. But yeah, I think 3 Cy Youngs is a huge deal. Yeah, so
it is.